Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, all. Can you see me well?
We see you very well. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Danna.
Perfect. Good morning and good afternoon and good evening and wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining. I see in the chat that there's really people from everywhere.
Yes, there is really people from everywhere, and that will continue for the day. I know that you have prepared a presentation, so I'm going to turn it over to you. And just before that, thank you so much for everything you have done already and everything that is coming. And thank you.
Well, we are very, very excited to be here. Dana, I'm going to share the screen. So for everyone on the call, what we would like to do is to have a little bit of a conversation, between Dana and I, but also with you in terms of Girls Who Print in Europe. And for that, we thought it might be helpful if we can just share. There we go. Just share a little bit on some screens, and you can definitely, as always, I think on Zoom, switch between the screens and what you want to see. So that's a great system for that. So Dana, do you want to do the introduction?
Yeah, sure. Maybe it's good to start to introduce ourselves first. So it's quite not so nice to start with myself, but let me start with myself. As Deborah already said, my name is Danna Drion. I'm working for 7 years for Mimaki EMEA region, responsible for marketing and product management. Started first steps into the print industry. I come from an IT environment where I had 22 years experience in marketing roles. I found that already really interesting because I always had a good feeling for technology and all kinds of new innovations. That's why I joined this industry, because I was impressed about the lot of possibilities with print, specifically digital print. And that made me really curious. That's why I joined this industry. As being said, I come from an IT background, really male dominated. I saw the whole trend, the change that really grow into a diverse group of diversity, and that whole industry changed. That didn't come in one time, of course not. But I thought, okay, if that can happen in the IT environment, why should it not come in the digital print? Because we have so many nice technologies and such a cool things to show, and not only for women but in general. I think the diversity, that is something we definitely emphasize, and that came to me when I joined. When I met Deborah from Girls Who Print, I thought, okay, this is my moment. This is my moment to step up and to say, okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this for EMEA, and that's how I started to become the first board member. And luckily enough, I met you, Jennifer, which was great.
Yeah, it was actually amazing. That's one of the things that that the Drupa does as well, right? Always bringing people together, and definitely this great cause. So I'm actually kind of an industry dinosaur when it comes to printing, more than 25 years, but always with a chance to have different roles, work from different countries, every few years, different continents. So really happy about that. But that also gave me the opportunity to work with so many inspiring women and men. And also, the fact that we are every single day working with our clients to on transitions, whether it's transitions from analog to digital printing, it's business transformations, etc. And I think Dana, also when we started to speak together with Deborah, right? There's still only a third of the workforce in the printing industry are women, so it's definitely indeed time to step up for all of us. Because this changes, more than us, more than one company. It's about the industry and about our future success. So really happy to work together, and also to see so many women here and men, everyone interested in this topic, joining the Girls Who Print Day. And Deborah, thanks so much for bringing all of us together in that.
And I think also, as you're saying, and we had tons of conversations already about the male dominated. It's not about that we are against male. Absolutely not. We just want to push diversity, right? That's what
Yes.
we see. And we found out in our, because we're not 20, unfortunately, anymore, that we want to make sure that new talent, new youngsters, of course, it will be nice if it's going to be women, of course, to bring the diversity in our industry. Because if we look forward within 50 years, yeah, we want to make sure that this industry is still existing. And to do
Yeah.
that, we need to promote more diversity. We need to start recruiting. And that despite any company, we are here together. We want to make sure that our industry stays alive, preferably, of course, with women on all different statuses. Of course,
Yes.
many of my colleagues, women colleagues, ask me like, how does it happen? How do you make a career as a woman in a male-dominated industry? I think we talked about it as well, right, Jennifer? Like,
Mhm.
how did we survive, and how did we how did it happen? And I think you can explain a little, because you're saying you're a dinosaur in this industry, right?
Truly am, truly am. Yeah, but it's not only. I think just as surviving, and the question often is like, how do you manage that in the industry? But frankly, it's I think we've seen, and I mean, there's so many great examples of that we can. There's so much opportunity to really thrive in the industry, and maybe exactly because of that, because it is still male dominated, and we need to, and that's one of the reasons that I'm also working within our company on the diversity, equity, and inclusion, because we just need to be as diverse as the clients that we're serving, the communities that we're working in. And then you see, it doesn't matter whether you're looking at HR, at marketing, at sales, at service, etc. There are strong women everywhere, and they might not be as visible in the industry yet. And I think that's exactly what we also discussed about. And I'm actually going to move over to that slide, because we kind of figured it might be good for everyone who's on the call here. Say, okay, Girls Who Print Europe. There's an advisory board. That's great. Why do we want to be here, right? And I think that giving that visibility, and also giving everyone the opportunity to reach out, to talk, whether that's here in the chat or it's on LinkedIn, or etc. I think that's really important, and also for us to to discuss and help bring all the stories forward. But in the end, we'll all have to do that together. And I find it really inspiring, Dana, that as you said, you're coming from the IT industry, but it was a conscious choice to come into the printing industry. So it is possible. There's still attraction in the printing
Yeah,
industry.
definitely. And I think we as board members, we can really inspire, right, the industry, and that's what we want. We are not saying the Girls Who Print Europe edition will be all around us. Definitely not. It's about women. It's about diversity. It's about new talent. It's about to make sure that we have a new inclusive career choice for people who really want to grow in our industry or come in our industry and are interested. And I think driving that diversity and attracting younger generations, or the Gen Zs, how we always call them,
Yes.
that gives opportunities for us, all of us, but not only individually, also as a company. I think it's extremely important for all over our industry, and that's why I said, okay, let's join forces and let's go for Girls Who Print Europe, because this is the strength that we need to go for. And again, it's not only talking about it, but it's also doing something. And I think Jennifer, we talked a lot about it, like how does it look like, right? What do we want to achieve?
Yeah. So should we take a quick look at that, what we want to achieve? But actually, before that, because I think that also within Mimaki, you're already doing so much in terms of inclusivity and diversity. Maybe there's something that you'd like to highlight that can also inform and inspire some of our girls'
Absolutely.
activity.
Absolutely. Like we have a very nice, let's say, interesting whole program for interns. Of course, we are focusing on young talent, preferably women, but I'm not against anything. So I go for inclusivity, I go for diversity, and we launched a fantastic intern program, which is now running for 3 years. It gives us the opportunity to bring new audience, younger people in our company, and to grow and to become a real Mimaki employee. And then we have tons of examples already. That number one, and number two is as well that we really try to constantly focus on how to attract those young generations by our social media platforms, by defining real targeted programs for them to encourage them and to see, okay, what does our industry has to offer? How can we get a hold with them? And it can be in our 3D community, which is a really fascinating community, but also in our IP market or whatsoever. So it is driving new opportunities, bringing those youngsters in. Youngsters. I'm sorry, I'm not that young anymore, but it's fascinating. And for me personally, I think that is important. I'm learning every day from my younger team. I'm learning from people who are coming to me and say, we need to do this or we need to do that. And I think that is something that I really am happy with. That they give me new ideas, new opportunities, new ways of thinking, how to step up and how to do different things within the marketing or in the product management department. And that's great. But I know Canon is doing a lot as well. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think every single company, well, hopefully, every single company is doing their share within the company, and I'm definitely inspired with what I'm participating with. Frankly, I'm not leading that group or anything, but we have a women in business group within Canada that is very, very active, and also very active in highlighting and giving that what Deborah just mentioned, giving visibility to women in all kinds of different roles, and frankly bringing us together as well, because we do have quite some also of the young talent and younger women who say, you know what, okay, if I see someone either on a higher leadership level or also in another role, it does inspire me, because I might some feel a little bit timid, and frankly that might go for men as well, but research has shown that we women have a little bit more of that, be a little bit more careful. So with that, really happy to be here. And we also prepared just a very few slides to see what our view currently is in terms of girls who print Europe, that we would like to share with you, and also in terms of what the objectives are. Of course, none of that is Danna and Jennifer only. Of course, we have discussed that with the broader group, and it is also something that we would love to get your feedback on. So if we're just going through the objectives, and I think we mentioned quite some of those already. But it's really, on the one hand, to celebrate really the contribution and giving that visibility to the contributions of the women in the industry in all its diverse forms, and with that, to really also connect women in the industry. Well, not only to make it visible, but there's also the amazing mentoring program that is already existing within Girls Who Print. And we also want to make sure to bring that maybe stronger to Europe, because we also have to deal with different local markets. I think that's an addition in terms of complexity, maybe from the US to other parts of the world. Same goes for Girls Who Print Africa, or other regions, of course. But that mentoring and that education, as Danna just mentioned, a lot is going on in different companies also already, and hopefully we can bring some of that also to a broader community.
And I think also to add on that, Jennifer, is that we of course have a big audience, a localization, regional aspect is important for us. That's why we are searching, of course, to find those mentorships also, for instance, in Italy or in France or in the Netherlands or in Germany, to make sure that we connect the right women, the right person, to see, okay, how can we mentor those people together? How can we make sure that they are being in contact? Those kind of things we would like to establish. It's not about us only. We also are, of course, going to talk with female leaders and young leaders in the whole printing market to engage with us, so that we hope, and I think that's our goal, that we have a super nice group where people can connect with each other, and then we can find the right mentor for the right person.
Yes, absolutely. And so with that, increasing opportunities, I think is what will be achieved automatically through that, broadening that network and really building that network. And as we're here today, of course, we're here with very lots of like-minded girls and guys of the industry, but also everywhere and on every platform that we have. We would really like to also all of us, but definitely also the two of us and maybe other members of the advisory board, to really be a voice for diversity and for inclusivity in the EMEA markets. And with that, I think we have a sneak peek and some very exciting news that I would like to ask Danna to talk about, because actually it was you were doing to make this happen.
Yeah, like I said, I think this is a good start for Jennifer and myself to start talking about Girls Who Print Europe. And as being said, and we both agree on that, this is talking still. We are now formalizing our complete board. We are trying to roll out our whole program in January. But of course, we already had some discussions with our industry leaders. And one of the biggest industry leader, as Deborah was mentioning, is VESPA. We were in close contact. There was somebody on our radar already for a long time, and we are super excited. To have her on board. Nicole Spencer, she's a fantastic lady. She's already a board member at VESPA, but most importantly, a managing director in a printing company. Tons of experience, and we're really looking forward to work with her. We had a short introduction meeting. We're hopefully going to get a lot of follow-up actions planned for January and February, so we can start rollout execution. But she's the third board member who's going to participate, and we are super happy to have her on board.
Yeah, Nicole, if you're on the call again, if you manage on relatively short notice, then really thank you so much for joining. Looking so much forward to working with you on this. So I hope everyone also here in the community is welcoming her with us as well. Okay, and so that's actually one of the first points, just in terms of sneak peek to strengthen the advisory board. Really looking there also to some diversity. So really looking forward that Nicole is bringing the role of the print service provider and that professionalism there to the advisory board, because we of course have a very diverse community of women to address here. What we would also like to do is to really look at what is the content that is relevant for Girls Who Print, and so that we can really look at which resources are important, which news should be shared via whichever channels, right? Deborah is working very hard on the Girls Who Print website, and I think there are exciting updates there as well. The social channels, everyone is very active. But before going further through this list, I just want to say that it's so important that all of you, definitely everyone who is right now a potential Girl Who Print here in Europe or in the EMEA region that is on the call, it's extremely important for us that you share with us what you are interested in, and what you'd like to hear from us, from others, or what you actually have to offer as well, because every one of us has something to offer. We all have our own stories that everyone else can learn from. So that would be great if you can. That's why I'm saying that now. If you can already also throughout this day use the chat, or otherwise, I see that Sandy shared our contact details there as well. So connect with us and give us the input also directly to Danna, Nicole, or myself. But with Deborah, of course. But yeah, that's really important. So that content is another one that that we are looking into, what to provide and what to put here in the plan.
And I think also, of course, we are searching for people who join our team, right? The Girls Who Print Europe's version. We are going to roll out the whole plan, as Jennifer is saying. We are searching for extra advisory board members. We would like to change specific EMEA content. That's what we'd like to drive. That is not only moving into news aspects, but really important content that you need for your regions, updates. We would like to have informative webinars, get-togethers. Of course, it's also about engaging with each other on a hospitality, relationship building. But most importantly, we really want to create a community where it's about the content, where it's about the expertise, and where we can leverage from each other. And it's not like only women can attend our EMEA Girls Who Print. It's for diversity. That's where we stand for. That's what we want. And we, of course, we want to encourage every single lady, girls, woman to attend our Girls Who Print Europe site. And hopefully in January, we have everything sorted out with Deborah, that we have a good rollout and that people can immediately register on the EMEA part. But at the moment, you can already register yourself via the LinkedIn part.
Yes. So I think with that, that's kind of the sneak peek that we wanted to share with you today. No full program yet, but we also want to make sure that that we bring to Europe and the EMEA region what is really needed on top of what is already there. Because of course we're not starting from scratch. We're here to support Girls Who Print the way that it already exists. And if there are any questions in the chat, Sandy, please let us know. And otherwise, Deborah, if there's anything from your side, happy to.
I just want to say as well, again, Deborah, thanks for having us here. Thanks for this great opportunity. We really look forward to work even closer with you. And I think this is already a fantastic initiative, and I'm super excited to become of this part of the community.
I want to share with everybody who's in here with us and everybody who will be watching the replays that this is what support of women looks like manifested in real life. I did not go to Danna or Jennifer and ask for help. They came to me and they said, what can we do to support women in the industry? Our companies are already fully immersed in this, but now we want to look further past our own doors and especially help bring people in. Not only that, but just since Drupa, what I've learned from them about navigating this bigger world has just been incredible. So they've already taken on mentorship role for me, and I believe that all of that they bring to the table from I'm just going to say from a more corporate side of things. Everybody out there knows me. I'm kind of a little loosey-goosey when it comes not to the mission. My mission is clear, but how it manifests, sometimes I have other things going on. But next year, I am actually fully focused with Kelly Malazzi on Girls Who Print. We're actually going to set up Girls Who Print as a nonprofit organization, which will help everybody out there participate in better ways, especially financially, to help support all of our endeavors. I can't stress enough that Girls Who Print has always been global, but I do sit in America, which means that that does limit some of the events that Girls Who Print is able to have a presence at. But now with our expanding global network, I don't need to be there. Jennifer and Danna can have an event, or Girls Who Print regions from around the world can have events. And Jennifer and Danna did mention it in the beginning, but we've already have support for Girls Who Print India, for Girls Who Print Brazil, for Girls Who Print Middle East specifically. We have someone sitting in Egypt, waiting to help us now. Girls Who Print Japan is forming. They're doing it themselves because there is a language barrier there, but they stepped up to see what they could do there. And we also are invested in Girls Who Print Latina for everybody who speaks Spanish, and we want to open this up for people to be able to get information if they speak Spanish, if they're primary Spanish speaker. We don't want to cut people out from that. So we have a lot of things going on, but none of that would have been possible without Danna and Jennifer first stepping up. And I also want to give a shout out to Sabine Gelderman, who also immediately said that she would participate and be on our board. And I did speak with her this week, and she reiterated Drupa's commitment to supporting Girls Who Print, especially at the next Drupa. You can expect a big blowout there, supported by Drupa. So it's just amazing. There's a ton of women from Europe in the chat right now. They're all very excited about this. As Jennifer and Danna mentioned, after the event is over, I will send a form out to everybody. We want to just figure out where everybody is and the regions that you want to support. So when you get your email about the replays, there'll be a link for that. And we're not data mining you. And believe me, now that I'm dealing with the Europeans, everything is always a double opt-in in the GDPR, and you can opt out however you want. I don't want to get in trouble with the European Union. So we will make that as simple as possible for everybody. We will not spam anybody with information or share mailing list with third parties in any way. I have never done that. I'm not about to start doing it now. So everything that you have come to know and love about Girls Who Print is just going to get bigger and better as we go along. So do you have any final words you want to share, or anything? Kelly, do you want to say anything?
I am just so excited to see all these Europeans. I've been just watching and listening, and Danna and Jennifer.
Kelly, your video's off.
Sorry. Thank you. Just taking copious notes and connecting with people while I'm listening, and it's all just so unbelievably exciting. The mentorship part of this, and I know, Deborah, we're going to talk about this later. Absolutely crucial, the work that you all are doing. We are actually changing people's lives here, and it's amazing. So thank you so much to everybody for all your energy and all your passion and for being here. I just want to say thank you, and we're with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thanks everyone. Last words, just don't forget, everyone in the chat, everyone's listening, and we need you. We need you to be part of this. Your input and every one of us to step up, then it can only get more amazing. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Danna, any final words?
Definitely. I think it's great. I just want to say I hope to see you all soon somewhere in EMEA, and let's catch up soon. And thanks for having us here, Deborah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.